Okay, and the video continues. So, let's do this. Do I want the size of this bigger? Hmm. Do I? Let's go 3 and 1. Nah, whatever. Maybe not 3, like 2.8. That's better. Okay. Um, and I still might make this smaller. If it's smaller, it's a little bit more maneuverable. Let's like offset this thing like that. I feel like that is better. Let's go 0.4, 2.1. Sure. I'm gonna need to make this fish smaller, but let's see if my nice. That feels good. Yeah. Terrible swimming levels. Upgraded a little bit. Still a little like I wanted to. Oh, that was my fault for dashing. Let's try this. When you're just I should I should probably make this number just a little bit higher. If it's greater than like 0.1 and 0.1, there's like just this little thing after I turn it just doesn't quite kick me back over to the other direction. And I feel like it kind of should a little, at least come to a complete stop or start going the other direction just a little bit. Let's see. Okay, that's a little bit too much. 20. That's starting to feel good, I think. And if the fish looks a little bit smaller, that'll feel better too. So I don't think I changed anything, but just in case. Okay. Let's also move this camera because it's clearly in the wrong position. So I can see like that. Okay. And let's move this down. And let's move this circle, which should be destroyed. Let's move it like here. That's going to feel good. I don't know what's going to come out of this thing. The theme is bloom. And so far, there's not really. I mean, I could make this whole thing just like a chamber of like seeds that all grow, like vines that kind of twist up into this big cavern. That's kind of nice, actually. Hmm. Um, yeah, this like narrow thing is not feeling good anymore. Something like this. Yeah, something like this. And then let's pull this back. Something like this. Let's push this back too. That feels better. And then I could maybe do like vines or something that maybe grows around and make their way up to the top. Hmm. Bloom also can mean character. So, hmm. Bloom can also mean peak something's beauty or development. If the fish is like somehow timid and can't, maybe they're getting stronger. Maybe like the more food they eat, the stronger they get. Maybe you like collect food as you swim around, and the food could actually be a way to know if you've visited a place or not. It's also possible that the food you collect it and you get strong enough, and you can't smash certain things without a certain amount of like your dash needs to be bigger, cause more damage. Huh. Hmm. I like that idea. You're building up this fish. It's kind of. Then yeah. I mean, okay. Okay. So this is the dash mechanic. Um, fish eats food that winds through the environment, working as both um, strength for dealing for doing harder dashes, um, unlocking different treasures and areas, and as a way to recognize an unvisited area. Okay. So that feels good. I just don't know, like, what the hell is a fish food gonna look like? This looks like a bubble. I'm looking at these, like, fish food. I mean, I guess it could be like just a really tiny little fish. Um, hmm. I probably need to put a collider on its face and a separate script that feeds it. Okay, well, let me make a new layer here and figure out what fish food looks like, because that's going to be kind of important. Um, looks like a bubble. Fish food. I mean, I guess I could make it look like flakes or something. Like, is that clearly fish food? Could be. Kind of, kind of ugly. There's like a bunch of them. Hmm. I mean, it makes them stand out and look different than like a bubble. Uh, maybe it's actually just like a bigger. Maybe it's a little fish. Uh, something like this. Huh. It's not bad. Maybe they eat these little angelfish looking things. Crunch. But then, is it really cozy then? Hmm. I mean, it doesn't have to be cozy. It's just something I'm trying to do, but definitely a fish eating another fish is a little bit violent. Hmm. But also super normal. Um, I'd almost rather it just be a decoration. That just looks cool. Um, whoop. Let's try. Let's try and do some shapes here. I mean, that doesn't feel bad. It feels like a broken off piece of vine or something. But like a bunch of these in the water are gonna look funky, right? Like a big row of these. Hmm. I could do like little diamonds. Um, little like round-ish diamonds. This like shape is just so. Uh, that's not man. I mean, that's not terrible. Like, that's not terrible. I can work with that. Let's go with this for now. Right? Let's plop you on there. Yeah, that doesn't look terrible. I mean, it's like a little bit big, but let's just drag that and then delete this whole thing. Sure. We're gonna take this and paint it white. Clear that. Paint white. Let's go. Okay. And you know what? Actually, let's just make it an actual true square. Not a true square. That's a whatever. Oh, it's gonna be centered. I can't. I think that's fine actually. New. Let's do new from really. C file new. Okay, V file export as fish food. It like does not remember desktop. How am I doing here? It's 14 minutes. Export. Okay. Let's go back to my desktop. Temp Tish. I nailed it. Fish food. Single. Okay. Let's go ahead and create. Actually, I could use the same script. Actually, no, I don't need to. Okay. I'm going to take this and go here, and I'm going to call this fish food. And this is going to be probably about the same size. Let's make it the correct thing. Let's move it. Of course, I got the size wrong. It's going to be 8. Okay. Fish food. We're going to change this collider to be smaller. Let's go 0.3. 0.35. There we go. Yeah, okay. I'm going to remove that. We're not going to bounce that on damage, and we're just going to call this fish food. Yep. What am I doing here? Okay, fish food. Here we go. It's probably the same amount. Yeah. Yeah, it's always going to be the same amount. We're going to say public void on collision enter. If collision dot collider dot compare tag. It's the player. For now, we're just going to make it add food count, add to player food count. Okay, and then we're just, for now, we're going to say this dot game object dot set active false. Easiest way to do that. Okay. But we need to call this thing on the player. So, come on. I'm doing the dash here. Public void, add food. Okay. And then we'll say public int food count, food eaten. Equals 0. And then we'll say food eaten plus. There we go. Fish food. Collision dot get component. Dot collider dot get component. Player controller. Dot add food. Okay. Hey. And this can be, I mean, these can be kind of anywhere. Fish food. Let's just sprinkle some of these. Wow, why does this look so bad? Oh, it's because I'm... No, that still looks bad. Ooh. Does the fish look as bad? It looks the same. Why does it look so bad? Oh, because I'm like not in a 5. and 2. Okay, now that it's snapped in them. Nope, still looks bad. Should I like from the bottom left or something? This looks terrible. Let me jump over to the texture. Fish food. Center point clamp. Let's do bottom left. Okay. Okay, that fixed it. Now I gotta move that. I don't see any reason why the position would matter. Actually, I do see a reason why it could matter. Let's do this. Control C. Let's just call it the sprite. We remove this. Remove. We leave that on. And we remove this and this. And we move this to the center. That feels better. Okay. Let's create some prefabs. And we're going to do this too. All right. Now that we got our fish food prefab, yeah. These should probably kind of bob around actually. Um, it doesn't feel that good. This feels out of place. Let's do here and something like this. Hmm. I think I just don't need that many there. Okay. Okay. Let's let's check if this works. Okay. Okay. I don't like those are actually collisions. Okay. That shouldn't. Well, I do like that it kind of stops you. Actually, let's go back. I wanted it so that you just go through it and it's more like a trigger, but it actually does feel kind of good to. This should not be right over the player. What the heck? Okay. Like that actually feels right, but it should be like on their mouth. So there's like some purpose here. So player. How do I want to do this? If um I'm gonna add a I want it to be its mouth. Okay. I'm gonna put a let's jump in here. Select open. 2D object, sprite, square. This is gonna be a mouth. And we're gonna move this to like there. And that feels all right. Okay. We're gonna hide that and add a box collider. Great. And this thing is gonna be is trigger. Okay. It's gonna be a trigger, and we need to add a tag. Fish mouth. And this is going to be a fish mouth. And now we're going to check if this is actually a fish mouth. And if it's a fish mouth, then we're gonna get the component in parent, add food. Okay. Set this dot game object dot parent. This dot transform dot parent. No, this is right. Yeah. I don't know. I'm confusing myself. Okay. All right, fish. Let's hope you work. I probably need to change these to triggers, actually. I bet it's not going to read it. Oh, I knew it. I knew you guys weren't going to read it. Yep. Because I'm doing on. There we go. Knew it. Trigger enter. Get rid of that. If collision. Yoink. Okay, back. And this thing right here is killing me. Like, let me move this player out of this area here. 3.6 and 1.6. Okay. And the fish food is not trigger. Select open. Is trigger. I think that works. Is trigger and is trigger. Yep. But I do kind of like that feeling of like it's. Now, why doesn't that? Because it's only on one side of the fish. Okay. So now I gotta do two of these. Oy. Right mouth. And. Or do I? Left mouth. Probably just for time, it's probably actually easier just to do this. Minus. Cool. And then by default, that one's going to be off. And player controller. And we'll say serialized field, game object, left mouth, serialized field, game object, right mouth. Collider. Collider. And then when we move, we'll flip, and then we'll say we're facing right is true, then left mouth collider dot game set active false. Right mouth collider dot set active true. And flip it here. True. False. Got it. Left. Come on. Okay. That should do it. This feels bad. I kind of want it to stop when you eat food so that you're not just like blasting through. Like, so when you like eat some food, it actually kind of slows your velocity a little bit. Okay. Moving is still too fast. 4. That feels a little bit more controlled. And then you can still kind of add them, but then you can still. That feels good. 4. 4 it is, muchacho. Apply. Okay. That feels alright. Let's do if we I want to slow it down. Wait, do I need to slow it down now that I've slowed him down? Like I want it to feel good when you. Yeah, I feel like it would like just cut your speed in half, whatever it is. Um, Fish food. Add food, and then say collision dot transform dot parent dot get component. Actually, I should do that. Rigid body 2D. Okay, let's do var RB equals if RB and RB dot dot, let's get the magnitude. Our mag var mag equals RB dot magnitude velocity. Oh my goodness. Linear velocity dot magnitude. Then we'll say if mag is not equal to 0, then we'll say RB dot magnitude. Oh. I should say if rigid body of linear velocity, if okay. If rigid body velocity x is not equal to 0, we're going to say RB dot linear velocity dot x equals, or can I do this? Okay. Okay. And then I can say, it's weird that I've never tried to do that before. Linear velocity dot y minus, then we'll say RB dot linear velocity y equals 2. Um, let's see if that works. Just need to slow them down. Okay, come on. That feels good. Okay. Yoink. Let's cruise, man. Just a little boop. There's gonna be a little chewing animation and whatnot, but okay. So now that I've kind of figured out the spacing of the level and these like oh, yeah, that's the problem I was thinking of earlier. Okay. Let's push harder back now. Bounce force is going to be 12. That feels better. Did I destroy it? I take it? Oh. Wait, I can't attack it? Because I'm... What's going on? Why can't I just keep going? Do I have the time like way off on that? Yeah, okay, let's change that to like 0.95. Hmm. Did I destroy it? I actually don't know. No, okay, I guess I did it. Okay, so let's change this to that. And then the bounce, I totally forgot about the bounce. The bounce was like, well, I think it was 12? Getting sidetracked. Forgot what I was even doing. Okay. You know, the same thing probably needs to happen with going up and down, where like if I'm not pressing it, yeah, if I'm not pressing it, it should it should slow down the same. Okay. Yeah, that feels good. Let's do the because it's all about feel right now. It's all about making this feel good because swimming games suck normally. Okay, if we're facing right, we're applying speed here, and then I'll say if mathf dot. Wait a second, we can do it right there. If it's that, if we are moving up, else, dude, just else, man. Okay, RB. Um, if RB. We're doing the absolute. So I need to figure out if it's velocity. Yeah. If mathf dot absolute RB dot velocity dot y is greater than let's just do that, is greater than 1. Nope, we're going to do the same thing. 0.1 f. If it's greater than that, then we are going to say the same thing. If rigid body, okay, yeah, we're going to do the same thing. Let me get rid of this. If it's greater than 1, then we're going to do this. Up and don't need this. Else if RP dot linear velocity y is less than minus 0.1 f, we are going to add force vector 2 dot up times direction. Yep. Hopefully we can just keep that same variable here for those speeds. What are we looking at on time? Almost 40 minutes. All right. Oh, that's like that's too much. That's fine for horizontal, but vertical, no. I'm gonna say float vertical idle slow speed equals like not even close. Let's try that. Vertical idle slow speed. Okay. Okay. That feels better. Yeah, that feels better. What about, come on, let's go up. It's a little easier to like. There should be some kind of tell that like you ate some food, like oh. But I can do that later. It's like juice type of stuff. Like a ring or something that pulses out. That sucks. Okay, I'm gonna fix that before I move on out of there. Okay. So we have kind of a decent little area. Okay, I think I have an idea here. I should make this kind of a bigger open space, kind of the shape of like a football. Let's go 16. No, we're gonna go -8. There we go. And then let me stretch that out to 16 by 3 -1. Okay. Okay. Um, yeah, that's okay. Kind of like this. I can smooth this out with pixel art. later. Let's make that a tad lower. Wait, that's the same. I see. That's fine. Okay. So I'll take this and I'm going to rotate it. That doesn't look right, but snap. Does still do the, draws the pixels all right. Let's do this. There we go. Yeah. It's a little bit too steep. Wait a second. I'm not looking at the, no, I am. Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine. I need to do a little bit less of that. And let's rotate this a little bit more. That's good. To kind of create like a different space. These don't all look exactly the same. It's all right. It's all right. That's all right. Okay. Cool. Should probably add like a little island or something in the middle here to kind of break this up. That could be annoying to swim around, but also I could see it just being memorable too. Maybe just like this. Something on the bottom. Something kind of jutting up. Hmm. That's all right. And then let's take this and do something like this. Eh. Gosh, I don't know. I like breaking it up, but that's actually okay. That's kind of cool. Okay, sure. These just like hard walls are killing me. And yeah, cool, cool. Okay, we can swim around here. I got this level. Let me check my time here. Coming up on 50. I'm gonna cut it